Today we sit down with former Uw Oshkosh Titan, tight end, Justin Kasuboski. He just finished up his senior year playing at Uw Oshkosh Division III, and he got an invite to the FCS Bowl, which is the Division I Championship Series bowl game, Senior Bowl. It was pretty cool to see someone in the D3 get that invite. We recorded this back in December, just before he left for that bowl game. And now, on with the show. Welcome to Big Bark Sports. I'm Drew Baressa from Big Bark Media, and today we'd like to tell a little bit of the story behind the story, as always. And today joining me is former Uw Oshkosh Titans football tight end, Justin Kasuboski. I was close, right?
Yeah.
I was really close on that. Kasuboski. And people said they call you Kaz?
Kaz, yeah.
All right, so can I call you Kaz?
Yeah.
All right, Justin. So when you were a young lad in Omro, growing up, what were your aspirations of football? Like, what were your thought processes going up?
Obviously, every young kid's dream is to play in the NFL, and my head football coach, Dave Wellyford, really kind of pushed me to think about college and go play, and that helped me a lot. And him being a Phi Ed teacher and now principal, that's kind of what I aspire to be if football doesn't work out for me. And sitting here now, I'm glad that I chose that route, and I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Nice. And then so going through like a youth program there and then into high school and there. So what were you playing tight end in high school? Or were you you were at a smaller school, so it's kind of like all hands in, right? So what were your roles in high school?
So my freshman, sophomore year was a running back, outside linebacker, and then as I got bigger, I played tackle as a junior, and then I was a center as a senior on offense, and then a linebacker all the way through on defense. I really liked linebacker really the most. That was my love. But yeah, we had a great youth program. Pee Wee, we had a good crew of guys. We had like close to 20 guys all the way through. So we had a good team, and we had another good tight end in my grade too. So I took the role as center and helped the team as much as I could.
So that's a big thing, especially in a smaller school where you are filling in wherever you can to make things happen. You said a buzzword that I heard in there, said you played some tackle. Now, I've coached football, so if we've got a tackle a tight end who can't catch, he makes a heck of a tackle.
Yeah.
So was there a reason you were at tackle, or was it
Well, we kind of had like a flyback that year, so they didn't really have a tight end, so I played tackle, and then my senior year we switched to, they took the flyback out and put a tight end in. I was originally going to play tight end, and then our center got hurt, so the coach asked me to move to center, so unselfishly I said yes, and if it's going to help the team, let's do it.
That's great. And then, again, I've seen your highlights. You have hands, just so everyone knows. He can catch a football. I've seen it happen. It's kind of tremendous. But you're there for another reason, too. So when you're playing tight end in college, you were more than just pass catching. You were a road grader. I've seen highlights of dudes 20 yards downfield getting laid out.
Yeah, that was a big part of my emphasis is, be a physical blocker. I talked to Coach Vinay, and he said that's the kind of route I'm going to have to go is be a physical blocker and be able to finish all the way through the whistle. And, a tight end, you got to be versatile, block D lineman, linebacker, safeties, and corners. So, being physical all the way through is a big deal and a big focus of mine.
So off the football field, what kind of hobbies are you really into?
I love to hunt. Obviously, I haven't been able to hunt much, playing football for the last, 8-9 years in the fall. I like to get out and snowmobile, turkey hunt in the spring, just get out and enjoy nature and kind of unplug from all the technology and everything and just relax and, try to harvest some game.
Do you kind of have any, not necessarily charities, but groups you like help? You like to give back, and is there any groups you would really like to be out there and be like, I want to do what's right for them?
We helped Feeding America when I was at UWO for a while, and that really makes you feel good, helping out families that are obviously dealing with hunger problems and stuff like that. Being in my Phi Ed degree, I've done a lot of stuff like that. Run with the cops, We've done the Old Glory Honor Flight, just giving back in certain ways or any way possible, I feel like that goes a long way.
So you just wrapped up your last year of playing collegiate football, but you're not quite done, right? You got one game left.
It's the FCS Bowl in Daytona Beach. Had a agent put me up for that, and kind of get me down there and get my foot in the door. Talk to some agents down there, practice, and showcase myself in a game. So I'm excited for that, and show what a small school D3 guy can do playing at the next level.
When is that game?
That is this Sunday. I leave Thursday for it down there.
Nice, very cool. So what are your expectations going into this? Being the smaller guy, or not smaller guy, he's not small guy, but from the smaller school, maybe some people might have a little impression of this, and I'm out here to prove them wrong.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of players, especially with the COVID year, a lot of them came back, as I did too. But just being that small guy, having your chip on your shoulder, and any opportunity you get, you're gonna have to take full advantage of it, because that might be the only opportunity that you do get. So just being ready for that, any sort of way, and being able to help a team, I'm excited for it, and I hope it happens. I'm gonna do everything I can. So
people can see your highlights, they can see your stats, they can see the size, you can tell them how much you lift and all that stuff. What are some intangibles about Kaz that people just don't see?
Yeah, I'm a great teammate. I'm unselfish, great leadership qualities. I'm going to do everything right. Young guys are going to look up to me and come to me with any questions, that happened at Oshkosh, and that's just kind of what I want my legacy to be, is, more of a football player, a good human being, and a good person, and a great teammate.
What were your takeaways from playing at a place like Uw Oshkosh?
Yeah, it was close to home. It was a great experience. They obviously were, definitely on the rise when I was coming out in 15, 16, and 17. And then being able to play on that 2017 team was, something special. And then in 2019, sharing the conference championship and then getting a playoff. But, I realized how hard it is to stay at the top, and get back there even, or get in the playoffs and win playoff games. And, you always got to stay hungry and stay humble.
All right. Well, Kaz, I hope you stay hungry, and I hope you get to stay hungry at the next level, man.
Appreciate it.
Great to get to know you a little bit more. And thank you for joining us today on Big Bark Sports. We'll catch you next time.